Hey everybody, Jay here. Welcome back to the homestead. The only thing preventing me from harvesting probably a lifetime supply of firewood is about 25 feet of water. So we're gonna build a bridge on the homestead. It may not be right now, it may not be the following video, but I just want to put this out here that this is going to be one of the summer projects in the spring. If you watched my last video, I talked about what happens in the spring and the summertime here on the homestead. So if you haven't seen that, check that link above. Go ahead and watch that and come back to this one. But today we're gonna go a little bit more in depth with we're gonna build a bridge. So let's show you the situation. I would love your feedback. If anybody's ever built a bridge out in the wilderness, I am all ears. I've never done it. I got some ideas, so let's talk and I'll show you. Alright, so our house is here. This is actually, if you watch the snowshoeing video, and I'll put a link to that video here, this is a beautiful trail in the wintertime. I'll attach a few clips. When it's nice and frozen and solid, it is great. It's fun to snowshoe. Like I said in that video, I'm really a fan of snowshoeing, but if I spin you guys around here, this is what it turns into. So let's go ahead and show you that next. Okay, so taking you guys off the tripod here, this is what we're working with. Now I just spent the last 45 minutes clearing the sides, clearing all the vegetation, the overgrowth. Like I said, this is what we're dealing with. So I hope that some sun gets in here and helps dry out this section of land, but let's just walk and talk here. Right here, like I said, the tripod where the chainsaw is, that's the last hard pack, and then it gets soft here. It was just 60 degrees, 55 and 60 degrees the last 2 days, so I came right out here because I wanted to see how this area looks at its worst. So this is the worst case scenario we have to deal with. If you watched the previous video, we cut down that that standing deadwood. I've never seen a tree so rotted before, but those are a couple links I'm actually gonna burn. But anyways, let's just continue to walk. I want to show you guys here, what we're dealing with. This is gonna be and there's pockets of earth here. Like this is all earth here. Obviously you could see the water here. It looks like crap, but this is the worst it's gonna be. Sorry, I had to pause you there. There was a huge gust of wind, but right here is where our bridge is gonna be. Now if you look from that pine there to about where I'm standing, that's probably about 30 feet. Now this is gonna be no easy task, but I need to get out behind my property. There is endless firewood out there, like you've seen in the last previous videos. I need to make a bridge or some type of temporary, maybe some pallets, I don't know, some type of bridge or crossover or something to get out there to harvest all that firewood, because it's an absolute waste to leave it out there. But as you can see here, it starts here, water, 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 pretty much to the tripod. So I think what we're going to do is, since there's pockets of earth here, I think we're going to bring in fill. We're just going to go dig somewhere with the Kubota and the backhoe. We're going to dig up some fill, and we're going to fill in to about here with dirt, because it's pretty high on the sides. So I think that will hold, and then pretty much from here to there, we're going to build a bridge. So here's my mindset, and I just wanted to post this video maybe to get some feedback from you. Maybe you guys have built a bridge before, but my theory is, and I had a few ideas, we have a lot of there are some standing pines here that are straight as an arrow on our property, like this one for example here. We have access to a sawmill, and I'll attach a little video here, but Kevin's house there, the one I burned all his sawmill cut-offs for, I'm wondering if we get pallets, get something that we don't sink out here, and drop some timber there, skid it out, because it's pretty straight, skid it out of the woods, have Kevin cut us some beams, some like 6x6 or 8x8s, then we'll put some footings in, and we'll run, I think he can saw a 20-foot log, so we can do 2 20-foot sections or something like that. I'm not sure. I just wanted to get your feedback. This is obviously the worst of it, because like I said, this is immediate fall. This is going to dry up pretty decently over the course of the next few months here. Now that it's pretty much middle of March, it should dry up. But I just wanted to get your feedback, and just to show you what one of our future, this is probably the biggest project here on the homestead, is building a bridge to cross this. Because here's the thing, I want to be able to build a bridge that will last, but I have 24/7 access out here. I don't want to have to wait 3 months for this stuff to dry out. So I want to be able to build a bridge that I can cross with the tractor, and I can cross with the four-wheeler. Luckily, we have the Kubota BX, and we have the Yamaha Big Bear, and they're pretty much the same wheelbase. So as far as where we're going to lay our timber, because obviously you want the wheels on the beams itself, so it should be, I don't have to make a special bridge. It could just be 2 beams and then slats going across. So I just want to show you. Let's go look at some standing pine here that could potentially be saw logs for this. So let's go walk over there next. So like I said, we're at the end of it. This turns back to hard pack. This is our snowshoeing trail, but let's go ahead, let's go see if we can find some pine that we could have sawmilled into beams. So here's that first pine we were talking about. This one's pretty straight, probably about 12-inch round at the base. So that would be one good one. That would actually drop literally right on the trail. And there's a few more over here, so let's walk over here. So obviously you can see this is our snowshoeing trail, but we got another beautiful pine here. We have another beautiful pine there. And then we also have another big pine here. This is probably the biggest one out of the last 4. So we have options out here for timber for sure. So we were just looking at this pine tree here. This is our, again, snowshoe trail. Gets a little narrow here, and then obviously it's the spring, everything is melted. So we might have, this trail might have 2 or 3 bridges, but again, I'm not really worried about it. I think it'd be pretty cool to say, hey, I built that bridge from timber literally right there. This point at the stump. This stump here allowed me to, this tree here allowed me to make a bridge to get out, because the back of our property is absolutely beautiful. Like I said, we got the pond there, there's the river out there, there's just so much firewood out there, and I just love being out in nature. So I'm investing, this is another thing too, and I can make another video on this, but I'm investing in the homestead. Imagine looking at a property, let's say we were to sell and move, for example. Not that I will or plan on it, because it's pretty much our dream house. If I were to sell my property, imagine listing a property with like 2 miles of trails, a hockey rink, a pond way out back, and all this other stuff. You can't put a price on that, you know what I mean? Snowshoe trails, mountain biking trails, hiking trails. This is all an investment. I'll build a trail system here where I can get lumber out of the woods. I can just come out here with nature, and it just increases the value of our property. You can't beat it. So anyways, let me know what you guys think. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna start kind of drawing up some ideas for a potential bridge, and I'm gonna talk to Kevin. I'm gonna reach out to him, see if he can saw me up some beams here, and maybe we can get rolling with this. So anyways, appreciate you guys watching. Let me know what you guys think, and we'll see you on the next video.